Hello there. A very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us again and another fresh edition of your favorite program, the Hilltop Mansion. My name is Kevin Samuel, and please don't forget that this is coming to you live from the studios of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Channel 12 for you, on StarTime Channel 103 and all the social media platforms of the NTA Uyo on Facebook and the YouTube. And just in case it's your first time of joining us on the Hilltop Mansion, just know that the Hilltop Mansion is a special program designed by the Nigerian Television Authority through which we'll get you up to date of events and happenings from the Akwa Ibom State Government House. And this week has been a week full of activities. As you may already know that the Governor, His Excellency Pastor Mo Basiano dissolved his ESCO on the 10th of January 2025 in such a manner that it has never been done anywhere across the country before in such a honorable manner. And the Hilltop Mansion was on hand to capture that beautiful event, and here is the highlight.
Usually, commissioners just hear that ESCO has been dissolved on the radio. I feel that this ESCO is my ESCO too. I'm one of them, and I've sat with them. They are my brothers, they are my friends, they are my sisters. And if we have succeeded at all, everyone in this room have contributed to that success. And so in my mind, I feel we should honor them. Anybody serving out of 7.9 million people, God picks anyone out to serve this state. It's a privilege and it's an onerous task. It's not easy to serve, not easy. All manner of abuses, all manner of talking down. Somebody asked me the other day, how do you feel when you wake up and you see people say all these things against you? I said that was part of the bargain. It's plus and minus. People should not say good things about you all the time. It is left whether you want to be distracted or you want to remain focused. So, even, I'm sure if you ask your wife or your husband, he or she will tell you that there are days they will ask, did I really marry this person? So, not all days are good. So for me, I don't have a problem. But I feel that, particularly for people that were with me throughout the campaign, throughout the elections, almost 2 years after, we kept our words. We brought everybody back on board. Any coach will, in the course of a match, change some players. He brings them out sometimes because he's preparing them for a bigger match ahead. He doesn't want them to get injured. Sometimes, so there are strategies. So for me, if we had to change based on non-performance, I tell you, none of these commissioners will go. Everyone has delivered, and that's why the Arise agenda is succeeding. So, but we must come to the close of a season, start another season, and keep moving. And we know that by the grace of God, they are still part of the government, and we'll continue to work with them, different capacities. And I trust also that anytime any of them is called upon as a citizen of the state to render any service, they'll be willing to render such service with all their heart.
The dissolution of the ESCO was followed by a dinner where the governor took out time to appreciate and honor every member of the immediate past Executive Council of the Akwa Ibom State for all their contributions towards the success stories recorded in his administration so far. And the governor honored them by ensuring that they all had good time together just before they said goodbye. Here was what happened as captured by the Hilltop Mansion. The one-of-its-kind valedictory dinner is the governor's way of appreciating the immediate past members of the Akwa Ibom State Executive Council, whose contributions, according to the governor, are immeasurable. The governor, who describes the event as emotional, says though it is difficult to say goodbye to a team that has been with him even while he was a commissioner, the needful must be done to enter the next phase of his administration.
But it is indeed, like we were told this morning during the exhortation, that when it is 12 p.m., it's also 12 a.m. So, much as I want to say good night, I will also say good morning, because I'm welcoming you to another chapter. We, as the beginning of this journey, 20 months ago, started on a joyous note. We have decided to make the end a celebratory and a joyous occasion as well. Don't mind what the press may say. Commissioners sacked. Commissioners don't have a valedictory. They don't get a standing ovation. You have done well, and I'd please like to join names again to ask that we guys complete these executive council members and standing ovation while they sit. They serve state diligently. They've done extremely well. They made their rights agenda to succeed, and no man can succeed alone. And if we have succeeded, which we have, these men and women made us to succeed, and we salute you this evening. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Please let's take a seat. I'm not aware that this may be the very first time this is happening in our state, and this is just my style of showing that we will always work as a team. No man succeeds alone. Usual practice will be to get an announcement by the 4 p.m. news that commissioners are sacked. You are not sacked. You are simply being celebrated and prepared for the next assignment for our state and our nation. This attitude, to my mind, always makes serving commissioners blindsided and make them look as if they committed a crime for serving their state. Everyone has a style. This is just my own style. We have decided to do otherwise. Earlier today, we held a valedictory session where an atmosphere of conviviality and love was exhibited. I thank all the members of the Executive Council for their service to the state and assured them that though the end of this current service to our state may have come to an end, it may however signal the beginning of other layers of service that they may still be expected to undertake in the service of our state and our people. And in fact, at that valedictory expo, it will interest you to know that the motion to dissolve the Executive Council was moved by the ESCO members themselves and seconded by the ESCO members. I think it was a great job. So that shows you that it's still a very friendly ESCO, and you all always be my colleagues, and we'll all continue to work together in the interest of our party and in the interest of our state. Let me again thank you most deeply and profoundly for the great service you have rendered to our state. That we have achieved all that we have been able to notch up in the last 20 months, ticking all the critical boxes in their rights agenda and getting ourselves for more super delivery going forward was likely because of the passionate dedication you have shown to the realization of the vision as captured in our economic and governance blueprint, their rights agenda.
Some of the former commissioners appreciate the governor for the opportunity to serve noting that it has been a worldwide experience.
Because a lot of things that has happened since morning till this hour that we're standing here. I'm very certain that all members of this are very surprised. We are promised by yourself. I know since I started working with you, you have honored me in several ways. I'm not going to stand here to dwell on past with what you have done. There's no moment any history member has problem that I talk to you. You don't listen to me. Excellency is such a woman. I'm so grateful to you. And I want to use this opportunity because I'm always with them. I'm like a father to them. Even though some of them are older than I am, but they listen to me. I want to invite, with your permission, Your Excellency, all the history members and their spouses to please come up here so that I can perform my last duty. Celebrations that we have here. Was that choir master? They almost messed up the entire thing for me. So I think this time around, they will behave themselves. We are not singing. I'm bringing them out to stand by me while I'm going to lead this little thing that will bend down, Your Excellency. Well, I wanted to speak extempo, but one of my friends, the Secretary to State Government, asked me, I want you to put it down. Because days that we are very happy, we may end up making some mistakes. And when Inemabon came out to speak, I was afraid. I hope he wouldn't say, Your Excellency, information, Your Excellency, information. And when the Commissioner for Women Affairs came out, and I was saying, I hope this woman will not ask His Excellency for approval of our memo to pick mad. But she was so good today. I thank them so much. Excellency, I don't have anything to read. I want to say this, that the Bible has made us to realize that better is the end of the thing than the beginning. You have given us a very wonderful blessing. As you have honored us today, I can prophesy that God will honor you. God will honor you in 2027. God honor you in 2021. God will also give you a successor. Your Excellency, this is the voice of their former signing off. God bless. The beautiful thing is that we've learned from the different parts of you, but we remain the same. As our colleague in ESCO, you were the same person. As governor, you have remained the same person. The difference is that now, if you speak and frown a little, we know that this day may come. Your Excellency, as we gather this evening, I've spoken to a lot of my colleagues, and it's an evening where you brought honor to us. It's an evening where you're trying to move people almost to tears. Because I was Commissioner for Information, and almost every day, commissioners were being lambasted on radio. And that was simple enough for you to say, ESCO dissolved. But you took the bullets for us. And you kept saying, look, we are together. As we gather this evening, there is a question that was to be answered. Is it an end or a bend? Because we're approaching something that looks like a corner. We didn't know whether it was a bend or it was going to be an end. And we came to ESCO this morning asking that question. Is it the end or a bend? And in ESCO today, and today this evening, you've answered. It's a bend for everyone. It's not an end for everyone. And therefore, we're asking that on behalf of all the people who have worked with you, that we appreciate you. We love you for who you are. We thank God for the grace upon your life to be who you are. And we are hoping, like I said to Onofia when I was going to the House of Reps, I said that people get angry with politicians when they change. Do not change. Your Excellency, in and out of office. Remember that by the dissolution of ESCO, ordinarily, we should have been none of you. But by your proclamation, we remain all of you. And that's the word that we give you. Thank you very much for love. Thank you very much for care. Thank you very much for the secrets we share in ESCO. Secrets non-ESCO people will never understand. Brief meetings and all of those. Your Excellency, we are grateful. Thank you.
The night was spiced with cultural performances and issuance of Medal of Honor to the past ESCO. As part of the events of the day, the governor also handed over 45 brand new JVC SUV vehicles to all the permanent secretaries under the Akwa Ibom State Civil Service employed. This is to help them enhance their service delivery to the state.
We'll continue to prioritize the welfare of our civil servants and indeed our people, generally in Akwa Ibom and outside Akwa Ibom. Every once in a while, things happen. We find someone that is doing well, we want to encourage them, and that no one can take away from me. Whether you are in Kara Namoda, or you are in Bauchi, or you are in Oyo, wherever I find excellence, particularly amongst our youth, I will continue to encourage them. And that's not because I'm governor. It is because of who I am. And I've heard all of the noise around gifting a child 10 million naira. And I've heard of all of the noise around it. If I find another one from any other part, when we set out to do these things, I said it's in all good conscience. We don't know where they are from. But if you find someone who is good, the person is good. God has a way of rewarding everybody on earth. And the heart of kings are in the hands of God. And it's only God that can will it and turn it. Why did I see that trending video at the time? Could only have been God. So we must learn to appreciate God. In this country, the president today, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, engaged one of our sons from the East, Akabweze, as commissioner in Lagos State when he was governor. Hell was not let loose. We are growing people, and Akabweze made it to the federal level and became director of budget. Let me be very frank here. We are all Nigerians. And as somebody who grew up from a very detribalized environment, the police barracks, everyone is someone to me. Doesn't matter where you come from. And and 10 million naira is an insult to even say a governor used state money, 10 million naira. I didn't come into this government as a pauper. I've lived here with you for almost 30 years. You know that I have 10 million naira to gift to someone. I'll do it again and again and again.
His Excellency thereafter inaugurated project monitoring team in the 3 senatorial districts to ensure timely delivery of all projects and programs of government across the state.
You are expected to provide an update on every project done by any ministry in the senatorial district where you are allotted. All the projects, please, and you'll be reporting to the executive assistant to the governor and the chief delivery advisor. You must report accurately because, like you know, this will come into our system. I'll be able to access it. If I'm in any area at all, you know I will branch off and inspect the project and I'll look at the percentage completion rate you put there. Let God help you that if you put 10%, let me meet 10%. If you put 50%, let me meet 50%. Because if you put 50 and I meet 10, you will leave that deal. So don't be persuaded or enticed by any contractor. Go there, do your job. Make sure all of you, most of you are engineers, some of you are quantity surveyors. Follow specifications. This does not mean that each ministries won't have their project team. This is the governor's project monitoring team. You are responsible to the executive assistant who reports to the governor, not to any commissioner. I want to repeat, not to any commissioner. So no commissioner calls you, says, now that you are going to my project, don't know what you are doing. No, don't. So please, you came from the civil service, but the moment you've been posted here, you become staff of the office of the governor. So please, let this be very clear. Be very objective in your reporting so that we can quickly complete all the projects we have.
His Excellency the Governor also paid a New Year visit to the People's Democratic Party Secretariat, where he was endorsed by the party stakeholders for a second term in office, and the Hilltop mansion was on hand to capture that event as well.
This visit is an annual ritual where the governor celebrates the new year with the party faithful to appreciate them for the support his administration is enjoying from the party. The governor commends the leadership of the party for uniting all stakeholders while calling on the youth to remain peaceful and law-abiding at all times.
The party is our parent. They have to make sure that everybody is satisfied. Then we can come and stay as a party and rejoice. So today is the day of the party. We are doing things in the villages, local governments, so that our people can have a taste of government.
The state chairman Ade Kanakpan and other stakeholders appreciate the governor for the visit while reassuring him of their unalloyed support towards the actualization of his second term come 2027.
Our report is that you have done well, and accordingly, by that resolution, the entire state ESCO, enlarged ESCO, has resolved to adopt you and endorse you for a second term in office come 2027.
As for us, the party, to whom much is given, much is expected. Your Excellency, you've shown commitment. It's our own time now for us to reciprocate. Women are proud of you, sir. You have done so much in Akwa Ibom State. There is no family in Akwa Ibom State that does not know your name. There is no family in Akwa Ibom State that does not know who our governor is and what he has done.
Those are the much we gathered for this week's edition of the Hilltop Mansion. I remain Kelvin Samuel, wishing you and yours all the best with the hope that this 2025 will be much more better for all of us here in Akwa Ibom State and across the country. Do have a beautiful evening.